So let's get right to it. I ain't gonna waste no time, yours or mine. So you want to make your first YouTube video, but you're holding yourself back. First thing you got to realize is the best day to plant a tree was yesterday. The second best day is today. Start it. Don't waste no time, man. Figure out what it is you want to do and just do it. Don't overthink it. It's your first video. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to have flaws. You're going to look at it and you're probably going to cringe sometimes because you're going to be so far down the line in your videos once you start making them that first one is just going to look like there's a million different things you could have did differently. But you got to understand is you got to trust the process. To get to video 100, you got to start at video 1. So don't waste your time. Do it. Figure out what it is you want to do and do it. Find your niche. Even if you don't want to find a niche just yet, just make videos on different things you're interested in. Look at other YouTube videos and figure out how you can do those differently, or how you can take different ideas or topics from those videos that you're already interested in, and you can give your 2 cents. You can give your explanation on the topic. And just work, man. Even if you ain't got equipment, take your phone out. Record on your phone. Record on your phone. Everybody say you need a camera, a mic, and lighting to start off. Man, I say all you need is a camera that has a microphone on it. You can use daylight. You can use the light in your house. You got to get creative. You know what I'm saying? You got to be resourceful. You got to use whatever you have because you're starting off in the beginning. And once you use those things that you have, over time you can get more. Over time you can say, okay, I'm gonna go buy a $200 camera. I'm gonna go buy a $20 microphone like this one. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna go get some $50 lights. You can say, okay, I'm gonna invest $300 or $350 into my equipment after you get to maybe video 50 or video 100. You know what I'm saying? Whatever goals you want to set. But with that first video, man, you just got to make it, bro. It's real simple. Just make the video. And what's so important about that first video is you learn from it. You learn what you want to do differently. You learn what your consumers want to see. You learn what your consumers don't want to see. You learn how you want your background to be. You learn how you want to talk. You learn how you want to sit, how you want to be viewed on camera. You learn. And that's why that first video and just doing it is so important. And that's why you can't waste time overthinking it. Because if you say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, you're always going to psych yourself up to say, oh no, I need more, or I need to do this more, I need to plan more, I need to have somebody else in the video. No, just go do the video. And I promise, doing that one video, you will learn more than you'll learn trying to plan. Or you'll gain more knowledge from that one video than you'll gain from trying to plan the video. So the number one is just do it. That's the overall topic. That's the overall point, the overall bullet. Just do it. Find out what you want to make your first video about and do it. It's not going to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to do it. You have to start somewhere. Next bullet. After you make that first video, make a second video. You want to watch that first video and you want to say, oh man, what do I like about this video? What are some things that my consumers like about the video? What are some things my consumers don't like about the video? Where did I go wrong in the video? Is it too short? Is it too long? Am I too wordy? Am I not descriptive enough? Learn from the video so you can make the second video. When you make the second video, I want you to have the same freedom that you have, that you had in the first video, because that freedom is going to allow you to create without boundaries. And that's the biggest thing about YouTube. And that's what separates a lot of creators from creators that don't really go that far. You have to have limitless mental creativity to make these videos, because once you put a glass ceiling on yourself, that's gonna withhold your creativity, and it's not gonna allow you to grow as a creator. So be just as creative and just as free in the second video as you were in the first video. Also, when preparing yourself to make the second video, look at the video visually. See if there's any tiny little thing that you can do differently. If you did a video outside, like what I'm doing right now, it's around evening. The sun's about to set very soon, probably in the next 30 minutes. I might look at this video and say, you know what? The next video, I'm gonna make sure I do it when it's super sunny outside, just to give my video a different aesthetic and to make my video different, and to see how that aesthetic and that video in particular shines next to the next video. I can say, okay, well, this video I did when it was kind of like just about to get dark. It's at dusk. The other video, my second video, I did when it was bright daytime. The feel of the video is probably different, and that's probably why people maybe like it more, or they might like the one that's a little at dusk and dawn. It's things like this, little small things that you got to pay attention to understand, okay, what can I do differently? Also, and this is in step 1 and step 2, just be yourself. You know, don't go in the video creating, thinking that you have to be like somebody. Because why would I go watch, and this is just me personally speaking, why would I go watch this person when I'm already watching that person, but this person is trying to be like that person? Why would I go watch this person when I can definitely go watch that person and get exactly the experience that I'm looking for? So that's what's saying, you got to be yourself. And this is something that everyone is blessed with. Everyone has the talent to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, no two people in this world are the exact same personality wise. It may be the same visually, but everybody has their own personality. They have their own unique identity. And what you got to do is you got to double down on that, double down on your uniqueness. And that right there will create a brand and a community of people that want to see you. They want to get to know you. And that right there by itself is an advantage that you have from the next creator. You can't be them as much as you may try to be. You can't be them. Just like they can't be you. You understand what I'm saying? You got to look at it. Creating content is an art. So when you create art, yeah, you have influences, but to be a unique artist, You have to use your own point of view. You have to use your own personal mind and creativity to create the art. That's what makes beautiful, great art. That's what draws people into your art. Content creating is art. You got to look at it like that. And it's just free creativity. That's the beautiful thing of art. You can make whatever you want to make. You get a blank canvas. We can compare a blank canvas to a blank video, so to speak. Obviously the video is not blank because it's not created just yet. But you can compare a blank canvas to you first touching that record button on your camera. There's nothing there. Once you hit that record button, that's like you taking that pencil and making your first mark on the blank canvas. Everything from there is you. You can do whatever you want to do. The creativity is literally limitless. You understand? And you have the pen in hand. Once you touch your camera record button, that's like having the pencil in your hand. Once you touch that record button, the canvas is yours. And everything that you create is from your mind. And that's the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful part of content creating. So don't make the mistake of thinking that you have to be like somebody else. Don't You can go get influenced. I'm not telling you to don't be influenced and not get ideas from other people. But do not try to recreate what somebody else has already made. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a waste of time. In my opinion, that's a waste of time. Trying to recreate a video, I'm talking about like word for word, like background for background, clothes for clothes, tone for tone, trying to recreate a video that's already been made. You're not gonna set yourself apart from the majority, you know? And that's what you want to do. You want to make money off of this thing, right? So what you got to do is you got to be yourself. You got to figure out how you can take who you are, put it on the camera, and monetize it. You know, take your knowledge, take your credibility and your information, put it on the camera, and be yourself and maximize your potential. That's what you're trying to do. So you can't do that trying to be like somebody else. Yes, I definitely want you to watch videos and understand what these people are doing so you can know what you need to do. But do not try to recreate what they've already done. And hopefully you pick up what I'm putting down. I don't think there's any more way I can say it. Please be yourself. That's vital. That's very vital. You have to be yourself. Secondly, this is like thirdly, don't be afraid to have trial and error, man. You know, if you pick up that camera and you hit record and you go 3 minutes and you're like, oh man, I don't like that. Just keep going. You know, keep going. Maybe you edit it out in the end. Maybe you leave it in there. But those little things, those little mishaps are gonna help you learn in the long run. You know, especially when you're watching it over and over, you're gonna be like, okay, I definitely know not to do that no more. I definitely know not to say that no more. I definitely know not to sit like that no more. I definitely know not to, like, you know, get up out of frame or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be yourself and be free and understand that you're gonna make mistakes. Understand that this isn't the last video you're gonna make. So when you make mistakes, you can learn from those mistakes and do better in the next video. These are all things that you have to remember when you are creating and when you say, I want to make that first video. You got to remember you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes. Don't trip on the mistakes. Understand that progress is a process. So it's not a one shot thing. You're not just gonna knock it out the park the first time. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you do, whoop-de-doo. But don't go into it thinking that it's gonna be perfect, because you're gonna set yourself up for failure. Because when it's not perfect, it's gonna make you not want to do it no more. No, you're gonna learn. You're gonna get better. So you gotta understand that. Make mistakes and learn from the mistakes. And lastly, definitely most important, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, man. This is my first video. I'm giving y'all my first video. I'm giving y'all tips on making your first video as my first video. Now that's coming from the horse's mouth. Don't be afraid, man. Just go do it. And I'll see y'all on the next video.